Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm sharing with you all 4 super easy meals that we've had this past week. This night we had some country fried steaks, some Grand's crescent rolls, and some macaroni and cheese. This is one of our favorite meals and it's super easy to make. It took about 15 minutes total to make everything. This is a good tasting meal if you're in a hurry and you want some good food, because we really do love the taste of these steaks and they're easy. You just put them on a baking sheet, put them in the oven and flip them halfway through. I also fixed us our favorite Grand's crescent rolls, the big buttery ones, and some macaroni and cheese. Let me know in the comments below what you all do on nights that you just don't feel like cooking a whole lot. Do you cook an easy meal or do you just go grab something to eat? The gravy that comes with these steaks is surprisingly good and it's really easy. You just mix the gravy packet with a little bit of water and you pour that in some boiling water until it thickens up, and it tastes really good, especially with the steaks. It's the perfect combination. After a total of 15 minutes, the meal is done. It was delicious, and like I said, it's one of our favorites, so I always keep all of these things on hand. This is another one of our go-to meals whenever we want something easy. This night I fixed Stouffer's Salisbury Steak, Sister Schubert dinner yeast rolls, some corn, and some mashed potatoes. This is our favorite frozen Salisbury steak. You just put it in the oven on a baking sheet for 55 minutes. And while the steak was in the oven, I just peeled and cut up some potatoes to make mashed potatoes, because we love mashed potatoes with our Salisbury steak. Let me know in the comments below what you all use to make your mashed potatoes. Do you use fresh potatoes or do you use instant potatoes? I also made corn. I just used 2 cans of corn, and we love sweet corn, so I add 4 tablespoons of sugar to it, some salt and pepper, and a stick of butter. And I just put it on the stovetop and let that heat up. I just started adding sugar to my corn here recently, and let me tell you, it was a total game changer. It's amazing. It makes it sweet but not too sweet. I'm sure if you wanted a healthier version, you could probably use Splenda or another kind of sweetener, but the sweet corn is amazing. And while my corn is heating up and my potatoes are still boiling, I'm just going to prepare my Sister Schubert yeast rolls. I just take my Parquet squeeze butter, I'll squeeze a little drop on top. I'll take my handy dandy brush and I'll brush that butter on them. And whenever they come out of the oven, I'll just reuse that brush with the leftover butter and brush that on top of the rolls as well. And they are amazing. We love the yeast rolls. If you've never watched my videos before, this is how I make my mashed potatoes. I just add a stick and a half of butter, a spoonful of Duke's mayonnaise, a little bit of milk, and some salt and pepper, and I just take my mixer and I just mix it all up until it's perfectly creamy. What do you all use for your mashed potatoes? Do you use fresh potatoes or do you use instant potatoes? And this is my plate. It was another delicious meal. I'm now fixing some Tyson honey battered chicken tenders and some Knorr pasta sides in the cheddar and broccoli. This meal is super cheap and it takes about 10 to 15 minutes total to make. I always start out by preheating my oven, and then I'll move on and start preparing my Knorr pasta sides. You just add water, milk, a little bit of butter, and you bring that to a boil, and then you can pour your pasta in there and boil it for 10 minutes. And the chicken tenders also cook for 10 minutes, and they should be done around the same time. We have ate these honey battered chicken tenders for years. Whenever my kids was little, they loved them, and we've always continued to buy them. They're cheap, and you know, like I said, this is a very quick meal and it feeds our family of 4. These Knorr pasta sides are only 93 cents at Walmart. We've actually grown to like these better than macaroni and cheese. And after 10 minutes, everything is done. And this is my plate. I like to dip my honey battered chicken tenders in some barbecue sauce or Chick-fil-A sauce. This is by far the easiest meal that I fixed this past week for my family. It's the Bertolli chicken Florentine. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But it takes a total of 14 minutes max. And you just heat up your skillet and you just pour it in there and cook it on medium to high heat for 14 minutes, and you will cover it and you just stir it occasionally, and that's it. This is a pretty good meal, especially if your family is on a budget or you don't feel like fixing multiple things or you just don't want to stay in the kitchen all day. This is one of our go-to quick meals. And after 14 minutes, it's done. And here's my bowl of my chicken Florentine. And that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope this gave you some meal ideas for your family, especially if you're in a hurry. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.